And we are underway. Game 2 of this doubleheader between Lakeland University and Concordia University Chicago. The Cougars took the first game 3-2 over the Muskies. The lineups have changed just a little bit, but they are relatively similar to what we saw in that first game. We'll go ahead and go through it one more time. For the Muskies, batting first and playing right field, number 17, Hannah Nelson. Batting second, playing third base, number 2, Peyton Harlow. Batting third, and the designated player for the Muskies, number 15, Jordan August. Batting fourth, number 23, Maddie Johnson. Johnson will also be pitching for the Muskies. Batting fifth and catching, number 18, Abby Heitman. Batting sixth and playing center field, number 22, Haley Dodd. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 4, Carly Morrow. Batting eighth and the first baseman for the Muskies, number 16, Sydney Meyer. Batting ninth and playing left field, number 9, Hannah Vollum. Also playing second baseman for the Muskies, number 14, Nia Oudkirk. Batting first for the Muskies is number 17, Hannah Nelson. For the Cougars, on the other hand, batting first, playing shortstop, number 14, Becky Peroni. Batting second, playing right field, number 4, Haley Goldsby. Batting third and catching for the Cougars, number 13, Melissa Hadzik. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 33, Haley Howard. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 15, Arissa Santos. Batting sixth, playing third base, Bella Archuleta. Batting seventh, number 23, Nikita Robbins. Batting eighth, and the designated player for the Cougars, number 20, Alexis Hilgert. Batting ninth, playing left field, number 9, Gina Westfall. And pitching for the Cougars is number 7, Jaden Harris. There's Harris. Pitch a little bit high a ball. Head coaches for either side. First for Lakeland in her 6th season, Tammy Utley. And in her 10th season for the Cougars, who just got her 400th career win in game number 1, head coach Sarah O'Malley Fisher. As Harris stares down Nelson. That pitch is swung at, foul ball. This is Harris's first appearance this afternoon in either game. She's going to hit Nelson. Nelson will go ahead and make her way to first base. Overall, this is Harris's 8th appearance on the season. She is 1-1 as a starter. Now batting for the Muskies is Peyton Harlow as she bunts it, and Harris is going to go ahead and throw it on over to Santos, who tags her out at first. Out number 1 for the Muskies here in the top of the first, here in game number 2. As that is a strike for Harris. Weather conditions are favorable here in River Forest. Sunny, 61 degrees, high of 63. Great day for some softball. Harris's pitch, right down the middle, and a strike. 1-2 count for August. Jordan August, the batter for the Muskies. Swings at that one, and Robbins is going to come up from center field to make the grab. Two outs for the Muskies. A runner on second. And next batter for Lakeland, number 23, Maddie Johnson. That pitch will be a ball from Harris. Pitch is swung at, a foul ball. The pitch swung at Archuleta. Kind of juggles it, throws it on over to Haley Howard, who will tag her out at first. Scoreless in the top of the first for the Muskies. We're going to go ahead and head to the bottom of the inning. 0-0. We'll be back for more action on the Cougar Sports Network. And we're back on the Cougar Sports Network. Bottom of the first inning. We're scoreless so far. And up to bat for the Cougars, number 14, Becky Peroni. And inside the circle for the Muskies, Maddie Johnson. Johnson, the junior out of Vernon Hills. Peroni, the senior out of Montgomery, Illinois. First pitch from Johnson is a strike. Talked about how decorated Peroni is in her career at CUC, her sophomore season in 2021. Third team All-American as that one's grounded into short. And Peroni will be out. But Sydney Meyer makes the grab. And up to bat for the Cougars is number 4, Haley Goldsby. First pitch from Johnson will be a strike. In that first game, which the Cougars took 3-2 over the Muskies, Goolsby had 2 at-bats, no recorded hits. She's looking to get her first hit of the afternoon right now. So far, not off to a good start, as that's strike number 2 at the hand of Johnson. Swing and a miss. That'll be a strikeout for Maddie Johnson, her first strikeout of the afternoon. 2 outs for the Cougars, and that'll bring Melissa Hadzik up to bat. That pitch will trickle to the plate. Be a foul ball. Another low pitch from Johnson. Quick 2-0 count. Pitch outside and away from Hadzik. 3-0 count. That'll be a walk for Hadzik. First batter walked for Maddie Johnson. This is Johnson's 5th game started so far this season. Her 8th appearance. She's 2-1 as a starter, and just allowed a little over 3.5 runs per inning. As Haley Howard, the next batter for the Cougars, makes contact with that one and foul ball. That pitch right down the middle will be a strike. Howard makes contact with that one, and that's fair. Hadzik is going to go ahead and make her way home, and the Cougars are on the board first. Nice hit right there from Haley Howard. She'll get a double. It'll be an RBI as Hadzik makes her way home. The Cougars lead this one 1-0 as Arissa Santos, the next batter for the Cougars. That pitch high, ball 1. Low pitch off the hand of Johnson. 2-0 count. Right down the middle, strike. The pitch. Outside. Three-one count for Santos. That's going to be another walk for Johnson as Santos will go ahead and head on over to first base. 2 outs for the Cougars, 2 runners on base. And Bella Archuleta up to bat for CUC. There'll be a ball from Johnson. Archuleta on the season, .358 batting average coming into today for the junior out of Pueblo, Colorado. She hits that one, makes contact, and they're going to tag Howard out at third, and that'll do it. 3 outs for the Cougars. Cougars lead this one 1-0. We'll be for the top of the 6th inning here on the Cougar Sports Network. Here we are in the top of the 2nd inning. Cougars lead this one 1-0. Up to bat for the Muskies is Abby Heitman. Still in the circle for the Cougars is Harris as Heitman makes contact with that one. It's going to be pulled in by Goldsby. A quick out right there for the Muskies. And up to bat for Lakeland, number 22, Haley Dodd. In that last game, Haley Dodd recorded a run and a hit in the 2-3 loss. This is her first at bat of the afternoon. That's a strike right there from Harris. And that one was a ball, low and outside. The pitch. Another ball. Be a 3-1 count for Dodd. Makes contact with that one. That's grounded into short. And Dodd will be tagged out at first by Haley Howard. 2 outs for the Muskies. Next batter will be number 4, Carly Morrow. Pitch from Harris. Outside will be ball number 1. Harris winds up, fires, and high, ball 2. Another ball from Harris. Marlowe, 4 at-bats that last game. No hits recorded. And Morrow will go ahead. She'll be walked. She'll head to first. Next batter for the Muskies is number 16, Sydney Meyer. This is Meyer's 4th plate appearance here in Game 1 and Game 2. High pitch, and that's a stolen base for Morrow. Hadzik overthrew second baseman, which led to a successful stolen base for Morrow. So far, Morrow is 7 for 7 on the year in stolen bases. Pretty impressive feat from her, as that one's hit straight up into the air and pulled in by Westfall. 3 outs for the Muskies, 1 runner left on base. Cougars lead this one 1-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the second on the Cougar Sports Network. It's bottom of the second here in River Forest. Cougars lead this one 1-0. And up to bat, number 23, Nikita Robbins. Robbins came into this afternoon with a .373 batting average. This is Robbins' 63rd appearance, batting appearance this season. She's recorded 22 hits so far. And still inside the circle is Johnson for the Muskies. That pitch, contact made, foul ball. As Robbins awaits the pitch. That's going to be hit straight up into the air foul ball. Looks like it hit a car behind us. Another foul ball from Robbins. The pitch. Another ball. Excuse me, the first ball from Johnson. 1-2 count. That one's hit. Not able to get through. Robbins will be tagged out at first. First out for the Cougars. And the first time we've seen her in the batter's box this afternoon, number 20, Alexis Hilgert, next batter for the Cougars. Pitch is low, inside. Ball one. Hilgert, the senior out of Naperville, Illinois, went to Naperville North High School. She's 8th in the batting order, the designated player for the Cougars. That is a strike right there off the hands of Johnson. So far in the season, Hilgert has recorded 5 hits. Her 29th at-bat of the season. Two 2-1 count for Hilgert. That one hit straight up and pulled in by Morrow. 2 outs for the Cougars, and that'll send number 9, Gina Westphal, up to bat for CUC. Westphal, the left fielder for this Cougars team. Swung at immediately by Westphal, foul ball. Low pitch, be ball number 1. Contact made, that's over the shortstop, and Westphal gonna make her way to second base. That's Westphal's first hit of the afternoon, and it's a big one. Now we're back to the top of the batting order as Becky Peroni, her second plate appearance here in game number 2. Pitch a little high, ball 1. Good eye from Peroni. Johnson throws another ball. That one's a little low. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast that Peroni is 3 home runs away from the career home run record at Concordia. That one's grounded into second, and Peroni will be out at first. 3 outs for the Cougars as we head to the top of the third inning. Cougars lead this one 1-0. We'll be back for more action on the Cougar Sports Network. We're back top of the third inning. Cougars lead this one 1-0, and up to bat for the Muskies, number 9, Hannah Vollum. That's a strike right there from Harris. Another strike from Harris. Oh, 2 count for Vollum. She'll make contact with that one. That one's through right past the first baseman, Haley Howard. And Vollum is safe at first. Hannah Nelson, the next batter for the Muskies. So we are back to the top of the batting order for Lakeland. The pitch. A little outside, ball 1. Contact made, foul ball. Off the bat of Nelson. Muskies no outs so far. A runner on first. 1-1 count for Nelson. Gonna bunt that one. Howard's gonna toss it over to Santos, who will get Nelson out at first. Vollum, however, makes it over to second base successfully. That's the first out for the Muskies. And Peyton Harlow, the next batter for Lakeland. That is a strike from Harris. Harris has pitched so far through 2 innings, only allowed 1 hit. That'll be another one for Harlow as Harlow gets to first, and Vollum will go ahead and make it to home to tie things up here in River Forest. She ran around Hadzik to touch home plate. Next batter for the Muskies is Jordan August. Pitch a ball from Harris. Another low one into the ground. Pitch inside will be a ball. Pitch just a little outside that box. Ball 2. Excuse me, it's ball 3. 3-0 count for August. And there's a strike right there, Harris. Contact made. That's up in the air. Just beyond that foul line. August will return to the plate. Full count here for August. Harris winds up. Fires. August hits that one, and it's down. A single for August. Went right over the head of Peroni in between Robbins and Westfall. Next batter for Lakeland is Maddie Johnson. Johnson is tied with her teammate Hannah Nelson for most games played, most games started on the Lakeland team. 17 games played, 17 games started. Johnson has been very reliable all season, as well as Nelson. As that one is through as well for Johnson. Johnson's going to get to first base. Their teammate is going to be standing at second. Cougars going to take a quick timeout, talk things over. 2 outs for the Muskies. A runner on first, runner on second. We are tied 1-1 here in the top of the third. We will resume play on the Cougar Sports Network in just a second. Next batter for the Muskies is number 18, Abby Heitman. Heitman's second at bat here in game 2. She makes contact with that one right away, but that's pulled in by Howard. It's 3 outs. We're tied 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the third. We'll be back for more on the Cougar Sports Network. We're back in River Forest, bottom of the third. We are tied 1-1 as Haley Goldsby up to bat for the Cougars. Still inside the circle, Maddie Johnson. Contact made, foul ball as that one goes straight back. The pitch, and that'll be another foul ball off the bat of Goldsby. So that one goes into left field and out of play. Another foul ball as that one goes straight back. Hits the net. That pitch a little low. Ball one. One-two count for Goldsby. And Goldsby hits that one into left field, and that's pulled in by Hannah Vollum. It's first out for the Cougars. Next batter for CUC is Melissa Hadzik, number 13. Pitch a little low, ball one. One right down the middle will be a strike. Hadzik is yet to record a hit today. In her first at bat, she was walked. She didn't follow through on her swing right there. Strike two. 1-2 count. That pitch high and away. 2-2 count. Hadzik hits that one deep into center field, and that's pulled in by Haley Dodd. Two outs for the Cougars as Haley Howard returns to the plate. Howard has played in each of the team's 21 games this year as she hits that one, and unable to come up with the grab is Nelson. Howard is safe at first base, swung at that one immediately. Arissa Santos returns to the plate once again for Concordia. Be a strike from Johnson. Pitch will be a ball. 1-1 count for Santos. Mentioned that Santos is second in the NAC in batting average, sporting a .480 batting average. Solid work from the freshman out of Moreno Valley, California. Contact made, foul ball. 2-2 count. That pitch high, full count now. Two outs, one runner on first. Santos. Foul ball, deep into left field. So far, Johnson has allowed 3 hits. She has recorded 1 strikeout, entering her 3rd inning of pitching. Another foul ball from Santos in the same spot as last time. And Santos' first at bat here in game 2, she was walked. This is her 2nd at bat in the final game of the doubleheader. And she'll get a 2nd straight walk in her 2 at bats. So now the Cougars have 2 runners on base, and that'll send Bella Archuleta up to bat. Archuleta doesn't swing at that one, and it's a strike from Johnson. Johnson, 1 strikeout, 3 batters walked. Contact made, and that one's deep into right field, and Nelson is the one who comes up with the catch. We are still tied here as we head to the top of the 4th inning. 2 runners left on base for the Cougars. We'll head to the top of the 4th. We'll be back for more action on the Cougar Sports Network. Fans, head over to CUCougars.com for everything CUC athletics. Click on the sports tab, enter softball to find rosters, schedules, stats, and more. Again, the website is CUCougars.com for everything CUC athletics. As that pitch from Harris is a ball, a little antsy on that. Was Haley Dodd, who's the next batter for the Muskies. Contact made, foul ball. One count for Dodd. Dodd, so far in her 2nd at bat, she's 0 for 1 here in game 2. Contact made, foul ball. The Muskies as a team are hitting overall .400 hitting percentage. which is 125 better than their season total batting average. There's another foul ball off the tip of the bat from Dodd. Harris has allowed 4 hits on the afternoon through her 3 innings pitch. That one is a strikeout. Haley Dodd swing and a miss to give Harris her first strikeout here in game 2. Carly Morrow up to bat for Lakeland. It's a strike from Harris. This is Morrow's 15th game started this season, her 17th game played, as another strike from Harris. Morrow came in today with a .514 slugging percentage. Harris looks down at her wristband. Another foul ball. Morrow was walked in her first at-bat here in game 2. This is her second plate appearance. That pitch high and a ball from Harris. One out so far for the Muskies. As that one is hit right over the head of Peroni and deep into left center field. And Morrow is safe at second base. And Sydney Meyer up to bat for Lakeland. This is Meyer's 5th at bat this afternoon between games 1 and 2. As Morrow's going to try to steal third. And she is safe at third. That's Morrow's. Coming into today, she was 6 for 6 on stolen bases. She gets another one added to her season total. Still up to bat is Meyer as she faces Harris. Contact made, that's grounded into third. Now they're trying to tag Morrow out, and she's out. As Morrow was stuck in between third and home, and Harris was the one who ended up tagging her out. It's 2 outs for the Muskies as Hannah Valome up to bat. 1 runner on base for the Muskies. That pitch. A little outside. As Meyer thought about taking off for third, decided not to after Hadzik posed a threat. Contact made off the bat of Volum. Foul ball. Harris winds up. High pitch. Ball 2. Contact made, foul ball. As that one skims over the net. Weather's beautiful here in River Forest. About 63 degrees and sunny. Just a tad breeze. Perfect softball weather. So we hope we're getting close to summertime here in Chicago. That one's hit straight up and an error. As that one goes off the glove of Archuleta. And Meyer is going to touch home plate to give the Muskies the 2-1 lead here in the top of the 4th. Archuleta had it in her glove. Not able to come up with the catch. 1 runner on base for the Muskies, 2 outs. As Hannah Nelson back up to the plate. Strike from Harris. As that one goes off at the tip of the bat. O2 count. That one's hit straight up. Nelson stays alive. Another foul ball from Nelson. Muskies 2 outs, 1 runner on base. There's Volum, who was standing over there on first. Harris winds up. And that's going to be a strikeout for Jaden Harris. We are heading to the bottom of the 4th. The Muskies now on top 2-1. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th on the Cougar Sports Network. We're back here in the fourth inning, bottom of the fourth. Muskies lead this one 2-1 as Nikita Robbins is up to bat for CUC. Robbins' second appearance at the plate here in game 2. Johnson still inside the circle. The pitch is high. It'll be ball number 1. Contact made, foul ball off the bat of Robbins. As a team, the Cougars are hitting a .250, 3 hits out of 12. The Muskies, on the other hand, have had 5 hits out of 15. They sport a .333 batting average. Robbins hits that one. It goes right past the pitcher Johnson into the gap. And Robbins is going to be safe at first base. As Robbins a little bit gimpy. Looks like she took a tumble over first base. Hope she's all right. As Coach O'Malley Fisher coming to check up on her. Looks like Robbins is going to be all right. That's a good sign if you're a Cougar fan. And now batting for the Cougars, number 20, Alexis Hilgert. As timeout is called, Robbins going to head back over to first base. Oh, 0-1 count for Hilgert here in the bottom of the fourth. No outs for the Cougars. 1 runner on base. As that one's hit straight up into the air and going to be corralled by Harlow. And Gino Westfall up to bat for the Cougars. She swings at that one right away. And Westfall is going to be safe at first. However, Robbins is out at second. Two outs for the Cougars as Becky Peroni steps up to the plate. The pitch right down the middle will be a strike for Johnson. Johnson winds up. Peroni swings at that one. And that's an error off the center fielder as she came up, tried to make the grab. And Westfall going to be safe at home. Cougars tie things up, 2-2. Haley Goldsby, the next batter for the Cougars. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Peroni standing on first. Gina Westfall recently tied it up. As Goldsby is going to bunt that one, and she's out at first base. We are tied 2-2 as we head to the top of the 5th. Here in River Forest, we'll be back for it all on the Cougar Sports Network. Here we are, top of the 5th inning. Cougars and Muskies tied 2-2. As Peyton Harlow up to bat, start things off here in the top of the 5th. Harris still in the circle for the Cougars. High pitch, ball 1. That pitch low and inside, ball 2. This has been a close contest as it was in the first game. As that's another high pitch from Harris. A quick 3 balls, no strikes. And a strike from Harris. Contact made. And Howard is going to get the pop fly. Out number 1 for the Muskies. As Jordan August, next batter for Lakeland. Jordan August, 4th plate appearance here in game 2. She recorded 1 hit, 1 of 2. That first pitch from Harris is a ball. Contact made. That's straight up into the air, and able to track it down is Santos. 2 outs for the Muskies. Next batter for the Muskies is Hannah Johnson. Excuse me, Maddie Johnson. That first pitch, foul ball. Contact made deep into right field, and Goldsby able to corral it. That'll take things to the bottom of the 5th. We're tied 2-2. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th here on the Cougar Sports Network. Here we are, bottom of the 5th inning. Tied 2 apiece. To start things off for us, Melissa Hadzik up to bat for the Cougars. That pitch is low. Ball 1. That pitch right down the middle. Strike 1. Hadzik faces a 1-1 count. Contact made. Too high for Harlow. Hadzik will get to first. Haley Howard, the next batter for Concordia. As Hadzik going to successfully steal second base. Coming into today, Hadzik was 2 for 2 on stolen bases. Add another one to her total. So you're going to take some time to review that one to see if it was a strike for Haley Howard. Howard tried to bunt it, missed her bat, and into the catcher's mitt. as that'll be a ball as the catcher Heitman moved a little outside. Trying to catch Howard swinging. Two, 1 count for Howard. Now 3-1 count. And that'll be a walk for Haley Howard. As the Cougars now have 2 runners on base. New batter for the Cougars, number 15, Arissa Santos. And Hadzik going to get another stolen base as she goes over to third. She is 2 for 2 on stolen bases here in game 2. Strike for Johnson. Santos has been walked two in her first 2 at-bats. This is her 3rd at-bat here of the 2nd game. She hammers that one, but it'll be a foul ball. No outs. 2 runners on base here in the bottom of the 5th. 1-2 count for Santos. And that one's hit into center field. But very impressive catch by Lakeland center fielder Haley Dodd. And Hadzik will go ahead and take off and give the Cougars the 3-2 lead. Off a stolen base. Cougars reclaim the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And Bella Archuleta, the next batter for the Cougars, as that's a strike from Johnson. A foul ball as that tips off of Archuleta's bat. Pitch. Contact made. Foul ball as a couple of Muskies try to track it down. Archuleta waits the pitch, and that's high. Ball 1 for Archuleta. 1-2 count, 1 out, 1 runner on base for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 5th. That pitch high and away. Archuleta chops at that one, and it'll be a double play for the Muskies. As we're heading to the top of the 6th, the Cougars lead this one 3-2. We'll be back for more action on the Cougar Sports Network. And we're back here, top of the 6th inning. Great news for Cougar fans of the CUC men's volleyball team. The Cougars clinched a spot in the NAC tournament as the 5th seed with a 14-12 overall record, 7-5 record in conference play. Cougars will be playing Aurora here soon in the first round of the NAC tournament. Great news for the men's volleyball team. Is that their first conference tournament appearance in the short program history. As that one is hit and caught by Peroni. As that goes off of the bat of Heitman. A quick out for the Muskies here at the top of the 6th. As the next batter, Haley Dodd. Muskies trail the Cougars 3-2. Is that pitch a strike for Jaden Harris? That pitch a little bit high. Be ball. Ball 1. Swing of the bat and foul ball from Dodd. 2-2 count. Harris takes a quick glance at a wristband, winds up, and Dodd hits that one right over the head of Santos, and the speedster is going to round second and head to third. Haley Dodd with the triple. Haley Dodd showing off the wheels. Next batter for the Muskies, number 4, Carly Morrow. As it looks like we're going to get a pitching change for the Cougars. Into the game comes number 26, Ashley Schroll, who started in game 1, or excuse me, came in game 1. She replaced Callie Tierney. Schroll will now replace Harris here in the top of the 6th. As Schroll gets a few warm-up throws, we'll take a quick break in the action. We'll be back for more top of the 6th action on the Cougar Sports Network. Real quick update, the men's volleyball team will be playing at MSOE on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. as the Cougars clinched a spot in the conference tournament. First time in the short program's history. We're back here in the top of the 6th. as Carly Morrow is the batter for the Muskies. Cougars lead this one 3-2. As the pitch from Schroll, low and away. And if you're just tuning in, Schroll replaced Harris as the new pitcher here in the top of the 6th. Schroll also relieved Tierney in game number 1. This is Schroll's 15th appearance on the season. One of the primary pitchers for the Cougars. As Schroll's pitch right down the middle and a strike. Contact made from Morrow, and it'll be a foul ball. That pitch hit off of the bat of Morrow. Another foul ball. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss from Morrow. Another strikeout. Excuse me, the first strikeout of game number 2 for Ashley Schroll. Now Sydney Meyer back up to the plate for the Muskies. Muskies have 2 outs, 1 runner on third here in the top of the 6th. A pitch high, ball 1 for Schroll. Contact made. That goes right over the head of Schroll, and Nikita Robbins not able to corral it. And Dodd is going to score for the Muskies to tie things up at 3. And Meyer standing on second. Next batter for the Muskies is number 9, Hannah Vollum. As we're going to get a quick timeout from head coach of the Muskies, Tammy Utley. We're tied 3-3 here in the top of the 6th. 2 outs for the Muskies, 1 runner on second. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner. And into the game is number 11, Paige Kislow. She'll be the pinch runner in place of Meyer. Kinslow, a freshman out of Weston, Wisconsin. That pitch is low, trickles past the plate. A ball for Ashley Schroll. That pitch is a strike. Two-one count for Vollum. Another strike from Schroll. 2-2. As Kinslow gets to third, goes off the glove of Hadzik, the catcher. Kinslow thought about trying to come home, decided not to. Wise move from Kinslow. Now the lefty Vollum awaits the pitch from Schroll. That one goes right past Schroll and into the gap. And Kinslow makes her way home. Lakeland reclaims the lead 4-3. Hannah Nelson, we're back to the top of the batting order for the Muskies. She steps up to the plate, and that's a strike right down the middle from Ashley Schroll. Contact made, Archuleta, and not able to corral it is Howard. And the Muskies are going to score again to enlarge in their lead 5-3. And scoring was Vollum. And Hannah Nelson makes her way to third. What a series of events it has been for the Muskies here in the top of the sixth. They came in trailing 2-3. 3 runs scored. Now gives them the lead 5-3. As Schroll's going to call together the infield, talk things over. Now Peyton Harlow up to bat for Lakeland. Schroll pitches a little bit outside and away. Harlow, ball one. As the umpire clearing off home plate. One-0 count for Harlow. That was a strike from Schroll. That one had a little bit of heat behind it. That one off the bat of Harlow, foul ball. One-two count. As that's a ball off the hands of Schroll. 2-2. 2 outs for the Muskies. A runner on third. They lead 5-3. Pitch a little high. Full count now for Peyton Harlow. And that's going to be a walk as Harlow makes her way over to first base. As the infield gets called together one more time. It's been quite the inning for Lakeland. Again, they came into the 6th inning trailing 2-3, and 3 runs scored so far gives them the 5-3 lead. The Muskies have 2 outs so far and 2 runners on base. As it looks like Jordan August, the next batter for the Muskies. Swings at that one right away, and Stroll's going to toss it over to Howard. And that is 3 outs for the Muskies as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Cougars trail 5-3. We'll be back for more 6th inning action on the Cougar Sports Network. Cougar fans, be sure to check out our YouTube page, CUC Sports, for new digital content, interviews, and all broadcasts on the Cougar Sports Network. Now you can become a channel member for $5 a month to receive exclusive access to content and the ability to participate in live chats during the broadcast. Go to our YouTube channel, CUC Sports, click the join button to become a member. If you don't want to become a member at the time, you can donate to the CUC Athletic Communications Department to continue to improve the broadcast you're watching by clicking the thank button on any video. We sincerely thank you for all your support. As Nikita Robbins, the first batter for the Cougars here in the bottom of the 6th. Muskies lead this one 6-3 as that one's hit straight up into center field and corralled by Haley Dodd. And first time we've seen her today as far as batting is concerned is number 26, Ashley Schroll. Schroll hits that one right away. That's grounded into short, and that's 2 quick outs for the Cougars. After 2 quick outs, Gina Westfall, next batter for Concordia. And a strike from Johnson. Johnson has pitched the entirety of game number 2 for the Muskies. High and outside pitch will be a ball. This is Westfall's 4th appearance at the plate. She's 1 for 2 on the afternoon, at least here in game number 2. Foul ball off the tip of the bat for Westfall. Cougars' batting average has gone down. Only 5 hits recorded in this game, which is a .250 batting average. As that one is hit right away, and an error from Peyton Harlow. That will result in a single for Regina Westfall. And Becky Peroni, who is at the top of the batting order for the Cougars, returns to the plate. Peroni 0 for 3 here in game 2. Very unlike her. She looks to get her first hit at a critical time. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Cougars trail 5-3. The pitch. Right down the middle, be a strike for Johnson. Peroni hits that one right away, and that's into the gap, and Westfall is going to get to second. Peroni will get to first. Nice consecutive hits from the Cougars, from Westfall and Peroni, respectively. And up to bat for the Cougars is number 4, Haley Goldsby. As that's a pitch, or a strike from Johnson off of the pitch. As that pitch bounced before it hit the plate. Ball number 1. Another ball from Johnson. And that pitch a little high. 3-1 count for Haley Goldsby. And that'll be a walk. Bases loaded for the Cougars. Westfall on third, Peroni on second, Goldsby on first. And Melissa Hadzik comes into the game to bat for the Cougars. Bases are loaded, but 2 outs for the Cougars. They trail 5-3. A hit would be huge right here, as that strikes right down the middle from Johnson. Low pitch, ball 1. Another strike from Johnson. 1-2 count. Contact made. And that is the 3rd out as we head to the top of the 7th. Cougars trail 5-3. We'll be back for more action on the Cougar Sports Network. And we're back, top of the 7th inning between the Muskies and the Cougars. Muskies lead this one 5-3 as Johnson is the batter for the Muskies. Schroll still inside the circle for the Cougars. Swing, foul ball. As Schroll, another ball, so 2-0 count for Johnson. That one's hit straight up into the air, and Santos is able to track it down. 1 out for the Muskies as Abby Heitman, the next batter for Lakeland. The pitch, and a strike for Ashley Schroll. As Heitman awaits the pitch, as that one is hit and going to be corralled again by Santos. 2 outs for the Muskies as Haley Dodd, the next batter for the Muskies. Strike for Schroll. Foul ball off the bat of Dodd. As that ball hits the ground before it touches the plate. The lefty Dodd swings at that one. It's going to be grounded into shortstop, and Dodd will be safe at first. The ball is a little slow getting to Howard, who is standing at first. Carly Morrow. Up to bat for the Muskies. As Dodd's going to try to steal second, and she does. Dodd, one of the faster players on this Muskies team, and it's on display right now. Morrow awaits the pitch from Schroll. Foul ball. And another foul ball from Schroll. We're going to get a quick timeout as Hadzik will go ahead and head over to the circle, say a quick word to Schroll. We're in the top of the seventh, 2 outs for the Muskies. A runner on second, 2-1 count for Morrow. Schroll. And that pitch is going to hit Morrow, and Morrow's going to head over to first. And up to bat for the Muskies, number 16, Sydney Meyer. Now Coach O'Malley Fisher going to head to the circle to gather her infield, talk a few things over. As they're trying to close out the top of the seventh. Cougars are almost there, 2 outs. One more out would send this thing to the bottom of the seventh. As Meyer getting ready to return to the plate for Lakeland. And the infield of the Cougars makes their way back to their positions. Pitch from Schroll. Right down the middle, strike one. And Meyer's going to connect on that one, and Dodd is going to round third. And she's safe. Lakeland extends their lead 6-3. Next batter for the Muskies, Hannah Volum. So 2 outs so far for Lakeland, 2 runners on base. Runner on second, runner on third. And that's going to be a strike from Schroll. Low pitch, ball 1. as Volum connects with that one, but foul ball. As it's a low pitch, low and away. That is ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Volum. And Volum hits that one just over the head of the third baseman, Archuleta. And Morrow gonna score for the Muskies. Muskies are in the driver's seat. They lead 7-3. Hannah Nelson back to bat for the Muskies. So the Muskies, 3 runs scored in that 6th inning, 2 runs scored in the 7th inning, as they are up 4 runs, 7-3 here in the top of the 7th. They've been at 2 outs for a while, but they've been hitting the bat very well the past 2 innings. As Meyer is standing on third, Volum standing on first, and Nelson due to bat for Lakeland. As that's a strike from Schroll. Another one. That one's right down the middle. Schroll trying to close this one out. Send it to the bottom of the 7th. And that's a ball as it drifts away. 1-2 count for Nelson. That one is hit straight into the glove of Becky Peroni. We're heading to the bottom of the 7th. Muskies lead this one 7-3. We'll be back for the conclusion of the game here on the Cougar Sports Network. And we're back in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Muskies lead this one 7-3. Cougars trying to make a comeback as Haley Howard is up to bat for the Cougars. As that one hits the ground before it reaches over the plate. Ball 1. The pitch. That one is hit into short, and Howard's going to be out at first. Already a quick out for the Cougars as Arissa Santos, next batter for the Cougars. Johnson has pitched the entirety of game 2. That's a low pitch and a ball. Two-0 count for Arissa Santos. Contact made. That's through the gap. Santos is going to get to first. And Bella Archuleta, next batter for the Cougars. And that's a strike from the hand of Johnson. Low pitch results in a ball. Archuleta swings at that one. That's through. Santos going to round second and head to third. Archuleta will stay at first. Cougars have a little bit of life. As Coach Utley for the Muskies is going to gather together her infield to try to prevent a Cougar run. And in the pinch run for the Cougars is number 25, Alyssa Contopoulos. She'll replace Archuleta at first.
Now it's bat number 23, Nikita Robbins.
And up to bat for the Cougars, number 23, Nikita Robbins. Johnson. Pitch a little low, ball one. We're in the bottom of the 7th, one out for the Cougars. Runner on first, runner on third. Robbins, that one is fair, and Santos is going to score for the Cougars as the Cougars are trying to chip away at this Muskie lead. Contopoulos will make her way to second. Robbins will be at first.
Now it's bat number 12, Jessica Gang.
As Jessica Gang First time we've seen her in game number 2. She'll be up to bat for the Cougars. Low and inside pitch, ball 1. Contopoulos dives back into second. Gang awaits the pitch from Johnson. Pitch high and outside. Ball 2. Good eye by Gang. And Gang is going to be walked. Bases are loaded once again for the Cougars as Gina Westfall up to bat. As the infield going to gather one more time. Looks like we're going to get a new pitcher for the Muskies, and that's number 17, Hannah Nelson. She'll replace Maddie Johnson. She gets a few warm-up pitches in. We'll take a quick break in the action. We'll be back for the remainder of the bottom of the 7th on the Cougar Sports Network. We're back in the bottom of the 7th. As bases are loaded for the Cougars, they trail 7-4. Gina Westfall up to bat. New pitcher for the Muskies, number 17, Hannah Nelson, came in to replace Maddie Johnson. Gina Westfall swings at that one right away, foul ball. One's a slower pitch, a little high. Ball number 1. Another high pitch. Westfall decides not to swing at that. Ball 2. Westfall does swing at that one, goes straight back, foul ball. 2-2 count here in the bottom of the 7th. One out for the Cougars. Bases are loaded. Swing and a miss from Westfall. It'll be a strikeout for Hannah Nelson. Becky Peroni up to bat for the Cougars. That's a ball as the catcher Heitman moved over just a little bit. Peroni steps back into the batter's box. Another ball from Nelson. .3-0 count. And Peroni is going to head to first, but Contopoulos will score for the Cougars. 5-7 now. Not exactly sure what the strategy was, as 4 straight balls were thrown from Nelson. But Goldsby is next batter up for the Cougars. This is Goldsby's 4th at bat. Has not recorded a hit in this game. Looking to change that up. Goldsby hits that one straight up, and that is grabbed by the left fielder Johnson, and that is ball game. After winning the first one, the Cougars drop game 2, 5-7, as they split with the Muskies. Let's go ahead and get a quick look at upcoming schedules for both sides. Lakeland will be on the road at Alverno College for a doubleheader on Wednesday afternoon before another doubleheader Saturday, April 15th at St. Norbert College. For the Cougars, they will be on the road Monday at Wisconsin Lutheran College for a doubleheader. First pitch is scheduled for 3 p.m. Real quick, want to give a shout out to our production staff. Our producer, Julia Beers. We are under the direction of Sydney Palaskis-Laher and our sports information director, Kayla McLeod. As for me, I am Parker Kelly, signing off from the Cougar Sports Network. We'll see you soon, and as always, go Cougars.